Hey guys, what is up? I am sorry for the severe lack of videos that I've been recording lately, which I haven't because I haven't been recording. Uh, Pretty much, it's gotten to that point in the semester, I have a roommate, and it's gotten to that point in the semester where he decided he doesn't need to go to class anymore because class is boring and he just makes up a ton of excuses. So I haven't had time to record anything because recording in front of people is sort of awkward, especially when you're gonna talk about them like that. Um, and that, and not to mention, it's just plain awkward because I'm here pretty much talking to myself, and then you can hear me, and then out of context, a lot of stuff will sound weird. So I get a little self-conscious about it. Like right now, he went out to lunch, so that's fine. Uh, this will probably be the only thing that I record. But yeah, so other than that, it's been a bit busy. Like we have midterms coming up. Um, Gotta study for a few random things. Like yeah, like I took a lot of like sort of elective courses. Not really. Like I didn't take any science classes this semester. But yeah, it's like a lot of theory and stuff, and it's like meh. Um, I've been doing very well in philosophy though. Been getting perfect scores on all the essays I've turned in so far. Um, yeah, that's just a really easy class. Granted, I did do theory of knowledge, so some of the discussions from there apply. Um, Not to mention, it's like I don't know. I thought I was a bit going to. I thought I wasn't going to do well in that class because a prereq for it was that you had to do college English, one and two, but I skipped those because of my high school credits. So I was a bit concerned. I was like, I don't know how to do college writing, but yeah, apparently, you know, standards have dropped quite a bit. But yeah, so work's been busy. Like one of the last weekends, I had to go to work, and it was fine. I was like working in a small place, not too many cars, not too much running. And then my manager comes, and he's like, "Oh, hey Eddie, there you are. Come with me. We're going to a different place." And this other place, the lot where we have to, like, it's a random street corner, and the lot where we have to park is like 2 blocks away. And then like we fill that lot up almost instantly. And so the next lot is like 4 blocks away. So yeah, but luckily, like the lot that was 4 blocks away, my manager, he stuck around and basically he used his truck to shuttle me and the other only runner around. So like if we, so we would drive the cars that very far away lot. We or we would get in his truck, drive back, and then by then there would normally be more cars waiting for us to drive. Um, so it wasn't too bad. Like the first day was rough because it was sort of like a new thing that he was working on. But the second day, like we really had it down. Like we knew what we were doing. But it was always like annoying whenever like you had to run to that first lot because it's still like, well, I say 2 blocks, but it felt more like three just because like there's a set of railroad tracks. So yeah, it was a lot of running. I probably ran like, oh gosh, I ran at least like a 5K each day. It was a little ridiculous. Um, like especially when it's first starting. Um, he's not too concerned about shuttling us around. So like we drive to that first lot and we run back. We drive to that first lot and we run back. Um, like nothing really. And then if we ever had to pick up most of the time, unless like it was the night he would, like we'd have to run to the first lot to pick up the car and then drive it back. Those like once we started getting into like regular pickups where everybody needed their car all at once, he would um, he would drive us there. Like he'd make sure that we had like 2 pickups that were in that same lot, drive us there. Then we go to the other lot after we brought those cars back, and vice versa. Um, but yeah, so it wasn't too bad. Like it was a lot of work. I worked like 6 hours each day. Um, yeah, and school, yeah, school's been school. The cafeteria's been sucky lately. Like the food hasn't been good. Um, oh yeah, and then so next semester pre- I've pretty much almost made it official now. Next semester I don't plan on coming back here. I'm probably going to transfer to another college. Uh, well, at least hopefully. I don't want to take a break from college, so it'd be nicer if I could just straight up transfer. Um, I need to talk to someone around here about like how that would work out. Um, but yeah, that's gonna bring up another thing is I don't want to live on campus anymore. So one of my friends, he goes to the college that I plan on transferring to, and like basically my girlfriend and I, we like because my girlfriend went to go visit him and a few other people at the college. Like they're all in the same general area. Like so, I'm a bit upset that I'm on the other side of the state. But yeah, like they all hung out for a weekend, and they're like, "Hey," or my girlfriend, she was like, "Hey, it'd be great if you know you got an apartment with my boyfriend," and like we sort of got the idea in his head. His only problem is food, but I'm just like, dude, cafeteria food sucks anyway, and if you really need the food, get like one of the smallest meal plans that they provide for like commuters, and then all we'd have to worry about is like dinner, and that's not too bad. Um, that and like my girlfriend talked to some people around her campus, and they actually do have some tech job openings that I possibly have a chance at. Um, like she said, they're really excited that someone is actually interested in working for them. So I was like, yeah, I totally would. I haven't decided if I want to change majors. Like if I do go to the college, I would have the chance to continue engineering. Um, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like the more that I study engineering, the more I realize how much I don't like it. Like I would like it, but it's like all these silly prereqs, all the silly math, like all the silly things we do not need to do. Like I'm taking two architecture classes basically that apply to absolutely nothing of what I ever want to know, and I will probably forget all of the information once I am done with the finals for each of those classes. Philosophy I don't mind so much because philosophy is pretty interesting, and I sort of agree with our professor that you should at least have to take one philosophy course or something in that area because like I agree with him. Like a lot of classes you're taught how to think, you're taught what to think. Not many classes give you the chance uh, to learn how to think and to express yourself. That's why I like philosophy. That's why I'm doing excellent in it. But all the other classes, it's like, here's the definition of a dolmen. I'm going to spend an entire lecture talking about the pyramids. Here's another entire lecture just talking about the different types of Greek columns. The Ionic, uh, I already forgot the other two. But one of them's Ionic. I remember that. I didn't look at my notes yet because the midterm for that's on Tuesday. Um, I'll probably, but I can differentiate them and tell you which ones are Greek and which ones are Roman. Uh, but it's like, what purpose does that have to me, honestly? Um, I could also differentiate Greek works of architecture and art based off of the time period. Like I could tell you if it's classical Greek, archaic Greek. It's like all these stupid things that I do not need to know. And it's one of the things that's making me hate engineering. Like it's just all these stupid things. Like one of my friends, he had to take appreciation of jazz. That's why I'm taking design in the city because it sort of gets rid of my or no, culture and architecture counts for my art appreciation class, but it's still just like I thought it would at least be somewhat related to engineering. Nope, it's just art and artistic styles and architecture, and it's and another thing that annoys me about that class is the professor. He likes to think that he's so important. He's like nobody like he'll like stop mid lecture and chastise like people sitting all the way in the back across the room that nobody heard but him, and he'll be like, if you got something to say, I'd prefer that you just leave the class because there are people here trying to learn. And it's like, you're taking away from the class. If you're trying to teach so badly, you're taking away from the class, just focusing on those individuals that nobody else heard, except for like the people in their immediate vicinity. Like, he's so paranoid, and it's frustrating, and I don't like that class, and I gotta blow my nose. Oh no, my nose was getting stuffy mid rant slash recording. I don't know. But yeah, it's like the things like that that make me realize that I don't. I accidentally slapped on my mic or the mic stand. But yeah, it's things like that that make me like despise what I'm doing. Like if I'm gonna take silly classes like that, I'd prefer to, just I don't even know. Like that's why I don't know if I want to change my major because like I don't know what I would change it to, and I'm pretty sure I would have to deal with the stupid prereqs all over again. At least I'd probably be done with math, like no matter what I chose, but still. That's another thing. The amount of math we have to do is ridiculous. I don't want to be a math minor or a major for that matter, and I'm pretty much taking enough classes that I'm one class away from minoring in math. But yeah, it's just like I don't know. School's whack. There's something else that I had to bring up. Not quite sure. No, I think that was mostly it. I just wanted to complain about school, and yeah, and then mention stuff about the next semester and stuff. So yeah, just wanted to let people know I wasn't dead and whatnot. Uh, talk to you all later. Bye.